Aloha and welcome to the 2017 playoffs of the Hawaii College Basketball Summer League. We are live from Manoa Valley District Park. My name is Artie Wilson. I'm joined with my good buddy here, Coach Tony Salido, who is probably the most experienced coach in the gym right now. And we're here to watch the first game of the playoffs. Will be against the number 4 seeded Society Contracting against number 5 seed Wealth Strategies. And both of these teams have had pretty much identical records, 4-4, or 4-6, and 3-7. And it should be an exciting ball game for the first playoff ball game. Wealth Strategy Partners, they had a record of 3-7 in the regular season. Their leading scorers were Rashawn Brodus and William Brodus, and they both of those guys. Rashawn, unfortunately, is now back on the mainland, so he's not here. But J.R. Brodus, William Brodus, apparently got hurt in the last regular season game, and he might not be here as well. So they've got to pick it up with some new players. Society Contracting also had a 3-7 record. They were led by John Avila, one of your former players, who shot the ball real well. He got a little injury as well, and now they're being led by a former mid-pack star, Zion Shepard, the son of Tim Shepard, and he's had a tremendous summer. Actually tied for the lead in single scoring with 43 points. So those are going to be the stars for tonight's ball game. It should be an exciting ball game.
Well, I think that, when you look at the size and the quality of the players that each team has, it looks very, very equal, which always leads to an exciting ball game. Now, as far as skill-wise and talent-wise, I don't know, but as far as quickness goes, I do know they look very quick. I watched them warm up. They shoot the ball pretty well. So I think we're going to look forward to a game that's going to be close, and hopefully it'll be exciting. And we have to realize that now the first game represents the two teams that have finished last and next to last.
No, this is the 4th and 5th.
4th and 5th place.
Yeah,
team.
The next game will be the 3rd and 6th place.
6th.
Yeah,
okay.
3rd and 6th. So this is. I mean, the reality is the difference between the 4th, 5th, and 6th place team. They all had the same record, 3-7. So they had to flip coins or do something creative to try and make sense of who's going to be 3rd or 4th, 5th, and 6th. It turned out that Wealth Strategies and Society Contracting ended up 4 and 5, and National Fire will end up 6. But National Fire, to be quite honest with you, may be the best 6th place team that's in this playoff.
Yeah, they played you guys a pretty tough game.
They played every game really tough, and they will be a challenge later on playing against Mechanical Contracting or Mechanical Engineering Enterprises, and that's Jeremy Robinson's team. But our first ball game will be number 4 Society Contracting, coached by Tim Thorpe, against number 5 Wealth Strategies, whose coach is Marco Johnson. Unfortunately, Marco is not here, so they will have a stand-in coach. But this will get started with the jump ball. Great play by Sonny Gleason with the ball thrown off of one of the Wealth Strategy defenders. Kahanu Pule'au with the good drive got fouled, will inbound the ball. Both of these teams have shown the ability to shoot the ball deep, Coach, all through the summer.
Well, I think that this is the first summer that I've watched these games where I hardly recognize anybody that's playing on these two teams. They for some reason, they're missing a lot of their standout players.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Back to the mainland.
Yeah, a lot of players have come and gone, and they've had some issues with some injuries, and unfortunately this year we didn't get the benefit of having the UH guys be part of the summer league. So there's a number of players that would have been on teams that didn't get to be put on teams because UH decided they were not going to have their players play this year.
Well, I don't want to get controversial on the first time I make a comment, but I think that whenever any player in almost any sport, hockey, tennis, volleyball, basketball, gets an opportunity to play a game in a league with officials, and there's a standing, and you can finish first, second, third, fourth, or fifth, whatever it might be, how many teams there are in the league. It really gives them an important start on their season. It's a very important thing to play as much as you can, I think. I've always thought that way.
Yeah, and it's been good. It's been good for a lot of UH players, a lot of Chaminade players, each HPU players. It's been real positive. And we're getting this game started with a bunch of misses for the team in green. Great drive. Macanano
had a 40-point game this year, huh? It looks like.
Michael Macanano from Reedley College, 5'10". He can flat out score the basketball.
He can play a little bit.
Yeah, he
that's
can.
For sure.
Yeah, he's a competitor. He plays hard. He battles, shoots the ball real well. Got a shot clock malfunctioning right now. They're trying to get some of the technical things put together. So the officials are taking control of things here. Again, we're in the first ball game of the playoffs for the 2017 Hawaii Summer League. Turnover. Once again, people are relying on three-point shots. Zion Shepard, who has done a real nice job all summer rebounding for Society Contracting, comes back. Good assist. Nice job by Jacob McEnroe, formerly of Farrington, now at Arizona Junior College. The officials trying to clean up the inside play a little bit.
Listen, this gives us a good opportunity. I wanted to always watch Zion Shepard play. I watched his father play, and his father was a good basketball player for University of Hawaii.
Zion is growing into being a solid ball player. He's got a lot of effort and desire, a lot of want to. He's had a nice summer. I think this summer has really helped Zion to start to compete. And once again, you see Macanano.
Michael Macanano.
Yeah, from Reedley College, knocking down threes. He does a real nice job. And right now, Society Contracting is putting it on, or getting it put on them by Well Strategies. It's 10-3. That three-point shot was needed. Once again, Macanano is showing that he can make it happen offensively.
Well, you can see why he scores. He shoots the ball. This is 3 times up the floor.
Oh, yeah.
He shoots the ball every time
he comes up the floor thinking that he should score. Yeah, he's extremely confident. He plays extremely hard. And if you let the little guy get going, he can make it happen.
Oh, he can score.
Yeah, he can score.
He's got good quickness.
Yeah, he's got great quickness.
They are a very evenly matched team height-wise. There's not a big guy out there, so it's kind of hard for anybody to dominate. So we'll see a lot of three-point shooting and a lot of quickness, like I said in the beginning.
It's going to be a game of who knocks down threes and who tries to play defense for the threes. 12 to 5 ball game. I think we've got to clean it up. And you see Makinano again was trying to take it, and he was going to take it to the basket. He got called for a travel turnover. As you watch it again there. Good screen, jump shots off, strong rebound. Pu'uleao from Chaminade, the 5'11" guard, got called for the foul. Kahanu. And now you got two guys who are extremely quick playing against each other. This should be a nice little matchup. Oh, nice take. Wealth Strategies is going to take control of the basketball, 12-5 score, first half of the ball game. Once again, I say a great little matchup here. But Makinano has decided that this is his game. He's going to take over.
Does he have all 14 points?
Hey, I think he might.
I think he does.
And Pu'uleao is saying, hey, if I can't stop you, you can't stop me. It's going to be a shootout. Those two guys going against each other.
Well, they're both, and I hate to keep repeating myself, they're both very quick.
Oh, yeah, they're real
very,
quick.
Very quick.
Real quick. Kahanu Pu'uleao.
Well, I think Leao, when he was recruited at Chaminade, I think that's what Coach was looking at when they saw him in high school. He had terrific quickness in high school also. So I think it carried on, and he seems like he's not been injured, so his quickness has stayed with him for a couple years.
Well, he plays hard, and he plays pretty smart as well. Usually in these types of games, one team will get off to a quick run, and then the other team will settle itself down and get back into it. And I think that probably is going to happen in this ball game.
Wow. Makinano passed. I can't believe it.
Jacob McEnroe does a nice job taking the ball to the basket, gets the basket +1. We'll go to the line for a free throw. People remember Jacob from Farrington High School. He played about 4 years ago, I think, 5 years ago.
Well, I think he's one of the biggest players on the floor, too.
Yeah, well, he's strong. I know that. He plays football as well, so he's had a nice summer playing and competing. I think it's going to be a foul called on P.J. Wood. Oh, nice move. Nice move on the inside. Jimmy Miyasaka from Cal Poly Pomona does a nice job with that little inside move going underneath baseline. Makinano, without Rashawn Brodus, without Julian Sinsley, without J.R. Brodus, he is saying,
let me
take over.
Yes, he is. And those guys that you just mentioned are pretty good basketball players. I
They are
guarantee
really
you
good
that.
basketball
They're
players.
Really good. Tried to do a little bit too much there and got a little trouble and turned over the ball.
And he needs to continue. I mean, they need him to score, but he needs to get other people involved. He went in and came out. That's an example right there. Macanano's got to have his head up. He's got to advance the ball. Plus, his teammates have to let him know somebody's coming from the behind, from back of them. McEnroe is seizing the play. He is an extremely dominant left-handed guy. McEnroe had a little muscle play on that one. Kahano Pu'uleao.
Well, they both look like mirror images of each other, don't
Yeah,
they?
they're-
With good three-point shooters, quickness. They go to basket really well. They're good basketball players. They have a good knowledge of the game. And oh, my goodness. You see where he's shooting from? Unbelievable.
I think an offensive foul was called on Jacob McEnroe, if I'm not mistaken, off of the ball. Chris Kobayashi out of Punahou. That's one thing that young man can do.
I was just going to
He
say
can shoot
that.
it
I
now.
watched him play in high school
Yeah,
about
he can
3 or
shoot
4
it.
games. He can shoot the
Yeah,
three,
he can
boy.
flat out shoot it. He doesn't shoot it off the dribble as much, but boy, I'm telling you, just catch and shoot. And Jimmy Miyazaki says, hey, I can shoot it just as well. 22-17 ball game, first half. Oh,
Well, Chris Kobayashi went to Division III school, University of Pacific. What a perfect choice. You know, he's a
Yeah.
Division III player, and every Division player I've ever played against was a great three-point shooter.
oh, Martinez comes up
They're
with the
shooting all
jumper.
over.
Everybody is raining threes right now. We talked about this being a game of small
Oh,
guards.
my goodness.
Great assist, great assist. Timeout is being called by Wealth Strategy Partners. 25-22. 30-second timeout called by Wealth Strategies.
Well, you know, a lot of times when you talk to your players, when I talk to my players when I was coaching, they'd say, I'm going to go get a run tonight. And when you watch a game like this, there's 25 points scored and not even half of the first half already.
Yeah, it could be.
This is a run.
This is a run.
This is a track meet.
Well, here's one of the things that's probably pretty important. Somebody needs to start playing a little defense. You know?
Well, I think that is the great attractiveness and the great fun of summer league basketball. I think we watch the pros. Nobody plays defense. They run up and down the court.
But
and they
in order
shoot the
to
ball.
win,
Oh,
Coach.
well, that's a different story.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a
yeah.
different story.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a much
my team
different
this
story.
year has driven me kind of crazy because they haven't played defense like they normally do. But at the end of the day, we find a way to get it done defensively. That's the secret to
listen,
the game.
You have absolutely nothing to say when you're 10-0. When you're 0-10, you can talk.
Well,
Kobayashi.
Kobayashi,
Guaranteed.
once again, when guys can shoot the basketball
Yeah,
like
always a spot.
Kobayashi, you always a spot
Always
for
a
a guy
spot.
like that. And if you're defending the guy, I'm not sure why you leave him. See? Okay, Pu'uleao.
Leao is a toughie.
Let's have a shootout here, and that's what's happening. Now, can somebody make a stop?
Oh, my
Now,
goodness.
you know what? Michael Macanano. He he's about as aggressive a shooter as I've seen in this league. Nice
Look at
crossover, nice take to the
Look at
basket. I guess he says until someone proves they can stop me, I'm going to do what I want to do on the floor.
Well, I'll tell you, I see where Macanano went to school, and I think this fall, I'm going to kind of
him
watch
out.
and check out how he's doing.
Reedley College.
Yeah. Well, he went to Reedley. I think Reedley's a
D3.
JUCO, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or is it a D3 or?
I'm not sure. But he's trying to put them on the map. We'll find out maybe at halftime.
Yeah, maybe we'll ask him a question where he's gonna go next year, or if this is his sophomore year at Reedley.
Missing free throws in playoff games. Not what you want to do when you're chasing. Bula Vienna coming in the ball game for Wealth Strategy Partners. He is one of the veterans in this league. He's been playing for many, many years and always gives you great effort.
Very hard player.
Plays tough.
Tough guy.
Well, Michael Macanano.
I'm afraid he's going to shoot from wherever he is.
Yeah, he has a green light. Good move by Vienna. No call. He was looking for a foul. Great assist.
Oh, nice outlet. Nice pass.
Good take to the basket by Trevin Tunglonghari.
Oh, he's going to stop.
Kobayashi. Good assist. Good assist. Nice assist.
Pass.
Good garbage man that time by Zion Shepherd. It's a 7-point ball game, 34-27, 9:55 to go in the first half. Good assist, nice pick and roll game. Bula Vienna. did
Vienna
nice
scored a
job
couple
of-
baskets
yeah,
already, Coach.
he goes down, sets a pick and rolls to the basket. Ball going inside. Zion Shepherd does a little strong move, going hard right hand. I predict that Zion Shepherd coming after a couple years will come back and be a completely different ball player after he goes to the mainland, gets stronger, gets
Has
bigger.
he decided where he's going?
He's going to Puget Sound.
Puget Sound.
Yes.
Good school.
Yeah.
Northwest.
Yep.
Good school.
And he just turned 18 years of age, so he's got a lot of growing to
A lot
do.
of growing to do.
Good assist.
Pass.
Okay. So Michael Macanano is basically saying, I
can
cannot
pass too."
I can pass. I'm not only a
And
scorer.
Kobayashi just scored his third basket. Oh, nice play.
Good strip. Good strip.
No cursing.
Good take. Aaron Stewart, who just went and made that lay in a moment ago, has got some hops. He's long. He's left-handed out of Moanalua High School. We've got PJ Wood at the line right now for Wealth Strategy, getting 2 shots. A nice physical player.
From Honolulu. Is that Honolulu High School?
Yes, as far as I know.
He played there then.
Strong young man. Jumps well, plays hard. Timeout is being called by Tim Thorpe, the coach of Society Contracting, down by 9 points with 8:02 in the first half. And I'm sure Coach Thorpe is talking with his team about tightening up their defensive effort. And, the playoff basketball and summer league basketball, you talked about it. It's a lot of emphasis on the offense and on runs and on guys just kind of going out trying to score. I've always felt like the best chance you have at winning these games, you can outscore people, but you need to play defense for a period of time during the course of a game. You can't ride your team for 40 minutes, but you can get on them hard to play defense for, 4 or 6 minutes a half. And if you do that, you generally can get a little separation by playing good defense.
Yeah, I think I have always thought the reason that people, first of all, it's exciting and you love to play offense because you like to see the ball go in the hole. But the other reason is because it's very hard for coaches to teach defense. And when a coach does teach it, it's during the season, and these guys are not in season, so nobody teaches them to play defense. What they do when they go into the gym, they catch a ball and they start shooting.
Yeah.
They don't go be guarding people.
And to be quite honest, in the summer league, you don't have the opportunity to coach or practice. So, you see your players on game day, and oftentimes you meet new players every game.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, it's a different environment. We've got a new player, Jordan Gibson, 6'5", that's in the ball game now for Wealth Strategies. Got his first rebound, so he comes in the ball game and makes a difference right away. Oh, he's gonna shoot it. He's not shy. He comes in, gets a rebound, takes a jump shot. I think he played at Yale, if I'm not mistaken.
Yale?
That's what the word was. Now that's the word I got before the ball game. So he's a very intelligent young man. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't take the ball through the legs. Wow. They called red, and I think even the guys in red thought it was off of them. They were going to back play defense. Yeah. Good strong move by Jordan Gibson.
Jordan's the biggest guy out there, Coach.
6'5". Zion Shepherd, 6'4". Zion, strong move to the basket. One thing Shepherd will do, he plays with reckless abandon. He does not shy away from contact. He does not shy away from going up. You see the pass here.
Well, I'll tell you, though, he played at Mid-Pac, and he didn't get a lot of rest at Mid-Pac. He played the whole game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, he's got a lot of experience. He was one of their better players, one of the better players in OIA and ILH. So, he's got a lot of experience playing. I think they'll like him at Puget Sound.
Yeah.
They won't like that, though. Can't miss the basket on the free throw, but.
Good assist. Nice jumper.
Oh, nice play.
Good assist. Nice catch and good finish by
play.
Zion Shepherd. 10-point ball game, critical point in the ball game right here for Society Contracting. All of a sudden, Wealth Strategy partner Michael Mercado Smith draining a three. Ooh, nice move by Shepard.
Oh, nice tip by Shepard. He's got 5 baskets already.
Yeah.
That's not
Well,
bad.
he's the one guy
show.
for the team in green that is competing on every level. Missed opportunities. Ooh,
Euro
sweet move. Sweet move. Kahanu Pu'uleao did a little Euro step on him.
Oh, nice move.
Missed opportunities. Both teams a little ragged at this point in time.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he's got the green light and he shoots that all the time. Pu'uleao again.
Well, he's getting caught by Kulao now because they're both they're pictures of each other. Exactly. They look alike. They play alike. They shoot alike. Quickness.
Good assist. Nice assist. Good finish by Jordan Gibson.
Well, they've reached 50 points and there's 4 minutes to go in the half. That's a lot of basketball in a short period of time.
Completes a 3-point play. Pushes the 51-41 10-point lead. 4:32 remaining on the first half.
10-point ball game with 4:31 to go in the game.
And nobody's calling a timeout, Coach.
No, there's
So they
been
can't
there's
retire.
been one or two. I mean, I think Tim Thorpe called one.
Oh, nice fake. How many times is he going to use that play?
Yeah, Zion Shepard going to the line for 2 shots. Zion Shepard has made a living at the free throw line in the summer league because guys feel like they can stop him, but he has the ability to go up and under
Very tricky.
and do some things physically, and he's grown up. I mean, he's grown up an awful lot. Makes the first free throw, will get the second. Makes both of them. It's an 8-point ball game. Society Contracting needs a couple stops right here.
Oh, look at that quickness. Well, you know what I think? You've coached in the summer league now for I don't even want to guess the number of years, but I think every single coach that I've ever known makes a decision in his coaching career, early or late. I'm either going to be an offensive coach or I'm going to be a defensive coach. The guys that seem to rack up a lot of losses are the coaches who think they're going to be an offensive and a defensive coach. And I don't know if you can do that. You have to be an offensive coach and hire terrific defensive assistant coaches or vice versa, because everybody wants to play offense.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Coaches included. They love it. Look at the Golden State Warriors. They're
They just,
ridiculous.
they just want to
They're going to
outscore
outscore
everybody.
you every
Yeah.
single time
Yeah.
you get on that court.
And when you play against Golden State, you better bring it.
You better bring it.
Because they can have 2 guys with off nights and they're still going to score
And
120.
don't tell me that you're going in the huddle saying to them, play defense, because
No.
you're not guarding Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You're not guarding Curry. You're not guarding those guys. Those
Well,
guys are unreal.
Yeah.
They can run, shoot, jump. They can do the whole package. So
Well, at this point in time, if you're Tim Thorpe in the huddle at Society Contracting, you're basically saying, hey, they've given us their best shots and they're only up 6 points. So we are in this ball game. We need to just compete in the last 4 minutes of the half.
I think that's a great point. I think they're giving them their best shot, and
they've
withstood it.
Yeah, they've weathered the storm.
Yeah, they're not bad, but that's a terrific point, Coach. Their coach over there seems a little calm. I don't know how he can do
Tim
that.
Thorpe? Yeah,
Tim Thorpe's
he's
pretty calm.
I'm not sure what he's saying in the huddle, but he's very cool, calm, collected. Now this is the matchup right here.
Ooh, no foul.
Boy, 2 costly turnovers by Society Contracting. And a turnover by Wealth Strategy Partners, not taking advantage of 2 costly turnovers by Society Contracting. Sonny Gleason with the basketball. Jumper. Gleason out of Pearl City High School. Kobayashi with the ball. Off the dribble. Boy, that would have been a big shot for Pu'uleao. It was online. He just came a little hard. This is the job here defensively. You got to do it right here.
Touchdown. Very good call, and that was a foul.
Yeah.
Very good call.
Double bonus, 2 shots. Sonny Gleason will be shooting 2 shots. He's out of Pearl City High School, 5'10". And if he knocks down these 2, it's a 2-point ball game with 2:31 to go in the first half. You like the effort by both teams playing hard. And I just felt a breeze come through the Manoa gym.
That was nice.
That felt good. Maybe that affected the shot too. I'm not sure, but it felt good coming through here.
Can't miss 2 free throws if you're 5'10".
No. When you're 5'10", you better be an 80%
You
shooter.
better be making all your free throws. Oh, nice block. Zion Shepard goaltending.
Wait, what? That's not a goaltend. That was called.
Let's see a replay on that, please.
Zion Shepard got up there and met him at the summit and denied.
Oh.
Oh, good take. PJ Wood, nice take to the basket. Pu'uleao trying to drop that little pocket pass there. Ooh, nice turnaround shot.
Very nice. I'll tell you, these guards can play. There's 10 of them out there.
Good turnover now. You got opportunity. Ooh.
Ball is stuck, so
Well, everybody's going to sit there and nobody's going to go
who's
get
gonna
it.
jump up? Come on, Zion, get the ball. Get the ball. Oh boy.
Yeah, everybody was sitting there looking at it. No one wanted to go get it, huh? And I'm Zion. I'm going, that used a lot of my energy right there. But he's young, 18. He's got all kind of energy. Great assist, nice assist by Jacob McEnroe.
Well, Mike hasn't scored in a while. That's his first basket in the last few minutes. Oh, they got him. Got him.
Well, Zion is keeping Society Contracting in this ball game.
Well, I'm wondering, does he have a jump shot? I haven't seen him shoot his jumper.
He's been playing with his back to the basket most of his life. He's going to have to develop a jumper.
Yeah.
Good rebound. Ooh, PJ Wood. PJ Wood does something. I've seen him do that in the summer league all summer. He allows you to go up, leave it up there, and he'll go and just
That's a good block.
volleyball it.
A great deal of
It's like a kill right there.
fearless. Absolutely fearless.
15 seconds, 13 seconds to go in the half. You got to go at the 10-minute mark.
10 second.
Or 10-second mark, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, Puleal. My. Basket good. 55-54. At the half, Puleal knocks down a three-point shot. You see it as we go out right here. Outstanding shot, 55-54.
Now, I have not seen a lot of games this year. I think I watched 3 or 4 games. And I'm willing to say that teams that finish 1 and 2 probably have much better size than these two teams.
Well, no, I mean, it's unfortunate that a couple of the players that were on their regular season aren't here. I mean, Julian Sensley changes the
Julian
dynamic.
Sensley,
He's 6'8",
big.
250.
Yeah, very big.
Okay, Society Contracting has Zion Shepherd, who's big. They've had a couple of other guys, Daniel Andrews, who was about 6'6", 6'7". The number 2 team, John Lane's team, Lane Auto Group, they have some size. They have Leon Ballard. They had Bill Amos. They had Scott Cotto. They've had more size than anyone. My team, we've had Clayton Guy out of HBU, about 6'4", 6'5".
Negus Chan, who's a pretty good jumper.
Negus Chan is not here, unfortunately. He went back to Toronto and didn't get back to play. He's 6'6", but he's more of a guard. Again, when I first met Negus Webster Chan, I said, okay, do you play 3? Are you a 3? He goes, no, I'm a 1-2. I was like, okay, you're a 6'7", 1-2. So he's not a guy who wants to go inside. I have a couple guys, Desmond Tautofi, who's 6'4", 6'3", plays tougher than nails, and he's my other big. So I only have 2 guys that are 6'4", 6'5". We rely on team rebounding and playing hard and playing together. So this game, I mean, when you look at it, a 55-54 halftime score, it's still very close. It's a game that either team can get this win, and both teams are probably going to sit there, and they should be reflecting on things they did real well in the first half, and then trying to correct some of the things that they didn't do as well in the first half, in the second half.
Well, I think they're a good example of small ball. I mean, both teams run exceptionally well, as is showed by the score, over 50 points. And they've made some truly outstanding shots. And I think you've seen offensively sometimes some really nice moves by these guys. And there really is not a big man out there. There's guys that are 6'4" and kind of, but the 6'4" guy now is
He's a wing.
Well, he's a wing or he's
or two.
a tall guard.
Yeah,
one or the
yeah.
other. But their agility and their quickness is absolutely outstanding, and they match extremely well, as the score indicates, 55-54.
Well, Coach, the thing that in playing in these games and playing in any game, as you know, if you let guys shoot uncontested threes and they have the ability to knock them down, you're going to have a difficult time trying to stop them. The key is going to be to close out on guys, make them go by you, and then have help defense if they get by you. So force them to make a pass and the guy to receive the ball and complete a play. If you don't, and you allow a guy like Michael Macanano, he is filling it up. I'm not sure what his halftime totals are, but he must have 20 points in the first half.
Well, Chris Kobayashi.
Yeah, he filled it up, and Zion Shepard for Society Contracting.
And them guys shoot the three extremely well, and that's why they're at Division III schools.
Well,
because they have that particular talent.
Yeah, in this situation though, now you have a couple teams where you have Wealth Strategy knocking down threes, so every time they score it, they're getting three. Society Contracting is working the ball and getting the ball inside to Zion Shepard, who's knocking down two. So on each possession, if both teams are doing what they do best, Wealth Strategy gets that little run because they get an extra point every time they knock down that three.
Yeah.
Now, upcoming after this ball game, there is a second ball game that's going to be played, and that will feature the number 3 team in Mechanical Contracting that will be playing against the number 6 seeded team, National Fire. But I will say this, National Fire is a team that had the identical record as these two teams we're watching right now at 3-7. And National Fire might be the best of the 3 teams with the 3-7 record. National Fire has played really, really well of late, and they're going to play Mechanical Engineering or Mechanical Enterprises. And that team is led by Jeremy Robinson, and it should be a battle for Jeremy to see if he can get some of his young guys to play with them. And it should be a real good ball game. National Fire is led by Nick Velasquez, who played locally here, and he's playing really, really well. He played really well. He's playing well. Jimmy Lefebvre from UH Hilo, Derek Brazil, who played at Chaminade and then went to the mainland and played. So they've got a few guys who are playing really good basketball, and they always compete. Gilbert Hicks is coaching them and does a nice job with that team. So, stay tuned. After this ball game, there will be the number 3 seed again. That's Mechanical Engineering, or Mechanical Enterprises, I should say, against National Fire, who is the number 6 seed, but 4, 5, and 6 all had the same identical record of 3-7. So it was a flip of a coin. I'm not sure exactly how they decided who was going to be 4, 5, 6, but at some point in time, you're going to have to play the 1 or 2 seed anyway.
Always. It always boils down to that.
Yeah.
At some point in time, you always wind up having to play the best team, and maybe 3 can upset 1. And I'm talking about in the NC2A and the Division 1, 2, and 3, and in NAIA 1 and 2. You always wind up playing, and sometimes you get an upset here or there. But I have always thought that, the teams and the coaches who can recruit the best are the teams that usually turn out to be the teams that are on top. Simply because, and I have always believed this, I've been a strong advocate of this, you have to be a very, very good recruiting coach to win.
Absolutely.
You are not going to win if you think you're going to coach somebody to a title. You are not doing that.
Yeah.
There's far too many good coaches, excellent coaches,
Who have
people
talent.
who know how to play basketball and can teach really well. But of course, if I got a lot of talent, you're beat no matter what I know.
No question.
And I think guys like John Calipari and Mike Krzyzewski, not only are they good coaches, but they get good talent, and so they're always up on top.
Yeah.
So I think that's the same. And I think it's very obvious out here, too. Whenever you see a highly talented, skilled kid, like we saw right in this first half, Mike Macanano, for example, and Kobayashi shoot the three, those kids are going to schools where they are going to be a pretty good player and contribute a lot to that team's success.
Yeah, at the level that they're going to play
question.
at. Absolutely. It should be an interesting second half. I mean, we've got a couple minutes to go before the second half starts. Teams got to make a few adjustments. If I'm Society Contracting, I'm trying to find Macanano and keeping the ball out of his hand, or putting my best defender on him and trying to force him to work extra hard to try and get his shot. Started the second half with the Well Strategies up 55 against Society Contracting 54. Pu'uleao with the basketball gets it into Zion Shepherd. It's called a jump ball. Good defensive effort by P.J. Wood. Alternating possessions, and it's Well Strategies basketball. Watch this again. Good tie-up by P.J. Wood. Macanano with the basketball, being guarded by Pu'uleao. Dishes off. Jumper.
Isaiah Harris. Oh.
Good poke away.
Nice. Great pass. Great quick pass. Terrific.
Macanano misses that first jumper. Sonny Glisson with the nice jumper. We're tied, buddy. We're tied. 58-58. Good job, P.J. Wood going strong to the basket. $60-58. Nice job by the Green Bigs. Elijah Gibson puts the ball back. Kobayashi with the basketball, takes it to the basket. Good take using the left hand. Nice take by Chris Kobayashi.
You know, there's a right time to make that pass.
And there's a wrong time, yeah.
And he did the wrong one.
He took one dribble
dribble
too
too
much.
much.
That's right.
Yeah.
And actually, he should have given it up 2 dribbles
He
earlier
could
and
have
kept
given
running.
it up. He could have given it up right away.
Yeah. Part of that is guys just don't understand fast break basketball. Michael Makinano misses that drive. Putback wasn't effective. Ooh. Sonny Glisten. Oh. Okay. It's like that, I'm sure he's saying.
Shepard has a great demeanor. He didn't say a word. He didn't think that was a good call, but he did not say a word. His great demeanor.
Yeah, he didn't say
I don't
anything.
know about that call either.
Yeah. Good pass.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Zion Shepard coming cleaning up the mess.
Shepard's like his father, undersized and tough.
Yeah, well,
Yeah?
his father, you talking about tough?
Tough.
His father might be the toughest 6'5" guy I've seen play at UH.
Gets a jump shot, will be a star.
Foul is going to be called on P.J. Wood. Ball will be inbounds from underneath the basket by Pu'uleao. Full timeout is being called. Well strategy getting the timeout. So it will be a full timeout. It's a tie ball game with 15:37 to go in the game. And it will be very interesting to see how this team starts to play and starts to go together. These guys are starting to battle. It's a tough ball game. It's a tight ball game. And at this point in time, it's anybody's ball game.
Oh, yeah. It's 64 all, 15 minutes to go. They don't seem to have run out of gas. They don't even think I don't think they've taken their foot off the gas.
I'm tired. I'm tired
I'm
for
tired.
them. Yeah.
My neck is tired of going back and forth.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I don't know about you, Coach, but I think it's an extremely exciting game when neither team has a rim protector. A lot of shots get shot that would never make it to the rim with a rim protector.
Yeah.
You know, it makes the game a little more exciting, you know. You get these big guys dominating the game.
How you guys doing?
Excuse me, Coach. Could you settle down a little bit? Mike Makinani. Whoa!
Ooh, good assist, P.J. Wood. once again does a nice job of running the lane, catching the ball, and dunking the basketball. Ooh, Zion Shepherd has worked that interior play. People are calling for a travel. That's not a travel. That's a simple step through. Ooh. It's a big time jump shot. Zion Shepherd's just cleaning up all the inside stuff. 69-68. Well strategy. Michael Makanani.
Seems like there's a scoring contest between Makanano and Shepherd, huh? They keep
Yeah,
scoring
but like
all
I'm
these
saying,
points.
Makanani's usually making threes and Shepherd's
Should
getting
make it
twos.
two. And there's only a 3-point difference.
Yeah,
That's a three,
yeah.
so he made it.
You gotta
Again.
talk. You gotta talk on those
Again.
screens. You gotta talk on those screens. .36 to go in the ball game. Pu'uleao comes down the floor with the basketball, trying to get an inside game. And Zion Shepherd is being a dominant guy on the inside.
Nice shot.
Sonny Glissom once again does a nice job going to the basket. Shepherd blocks it, tries to clean it up. PJ Wood is saying, hey, I got something for you.
Oh.
Wow, Society Contracting battling on
3
the
shots
inside.
by Shepherd, put it in.
Hey, good effort. Now it's going to be whichever team gets a little tired and gets a little sloppy. Ooh, Makanani. Makanano is working it.
I wish we knew how many points he had right off the bat here.
Well, the official stat keeper is a few moments away, across the way. That's just you can't make that kind of mistake defensively. Good job by Society Contracting playing together and passing basketball.
Well, I can see how Makanano could score 40 points in a game, Coach.
Well, he takes a lot of shots, and if you don't guard him, he can get hot and start to work it.
Well, if you guard him or don't guard him, he's still going to take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
23. Taylor Martinez.
14 seconds to go on the shot clock. That must-shoot clock hasn't been a factor in this ball game, that's for sure. Pu'uleao knocks down a big-time three, brings it back to a three-point ball game. Jordan Gibson going to the line, a recent addition to Wealth Strategies.
Well, free throw shooting has suffered a little bit tonight. For some reason, I don't know why.
Well,
Why?
he's a 50% shooter. 4-point ball game. 11 minutes to go in the game. Pu'uleao coming down the floor. Little pick and roll game right here. Score the basket? No, almost in. We'll get 2 shots out of it. The quickness of these little guards. When you're 5'9", 5'10", and you can handle the basketball, puts a lot more pressure on guys to get down, bend their knees, and play defense. It
Well,
makes
I'll
it
tell
much
you.
more difficult.
Those 2 guards are quicker than quick.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get much playing time at Chaminade either. He gets maybe 5-6 minutes a game.
But in the summer league, you can see he's been averaging 16.6 points per game. So he's been scoring the basketball real well. 81-79. And the challenge for Pu'uleao is to play defense. Oh,
Right.
you can't happen. I mean, your teammates have to be there to step over and force a
Be
pass.
some weak side help, but
Absolutely.
got to get a shot blocker. My goodness.
This is a big possession or big sequence in the ball game right here when you see Society Contracting taking Zion Shepherd out of the ball game. And he's been on the bench now for a couple moments trying to get a breather.
Give him a little bit of a rest.
Got to give him a little breather.
Yeah.
And they've just got to stay close. But you can't play defense like that.
They keep running the same play all the time. I don't see how they get away with it. There's no weak side help at all. 0. Little 6-point difference here, Coach. The largest lead of the league
Of the second
yeah,
half.
I think second half.
Yeah. Well, if you're Society Contracting, what you must do, you got to get a stop right here. You got to get a stop right here. There you go. He picked him. Oh, that was a quick 30 seconds, wasn't it?
Was that fast?
That couldn't have been 30 seconds.
Come on, that can't be.
That couldn't have been. That's very quick. The officials are going to discuss it. I think they've made the adjustment and good bit of officiating here. They got green ball with it can't be a full 30 seconds. It's got to be less than that.
No, it cannot be a full 30 seconds.
15 seconds.
Come on.
They're giving it 15 seconds
15,
on the
okay.
shot clock. Okay, that makes more sense.
And it's good to see a good call. It's
Yeah.
good to see the right call.
But boy, you missed an opportunity. You get the ball back. Foul called against Taylor Martinez. And Michael Macinano being guarded by Sonny Gleason. Sonny has done a nice job defensively against him. He stays down. And Michael said, hey, guard this. Micah Macanano, I should say, completes the play. We'll get one more. I think a foul is being called on Sonny Gleason. Eight minutes, 13 seconds to go in the ball games. Well, Strategy Partners doing a nice job. Good cut to the basket by Jordan Gibson. We'll get to the line for two shots. Now, the first time he went to the line, the first one was a little rough, and the second was pure. Let's see what happens this time. Well, first one a little rougher once again. He made the second. So it appears that he is clearly a 50% free throw shooter.
He makes the same move.
Yeah,
That's about the fourth time he's made that move.
Yeah.
He's very good at it. Oh! Oh! That's with a guy hanging on your arm, Coach. That was a nice
Zion
shot.
Shepherd shows some strength on that one.
Sure did.
With the line for one free throw. 88-81 score. You see Zion go up, gets bumped, completes the play off the glass. We'll get the free throw now. Comes up short. Society Contracting getting the basketball. Ooh, give up a 2? No, give up a 3. Now a 4-point ball game. 88-84. Good pass, nice finish. All of a sudden, Society
you see that
Contracting.
quickness, coach.
Well,
Brought him right back in the ball game.
well,
Cut an
strategy.
8-point lead down to 2.
well, strategy is not playing smart basketball.
Throwing it all length of the court.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
don't
They
you don't need
do
to
that.
at this
Come
point in
on.
time. Control the basketball.
They score almost every time they touch it, so they should not turn over the ball.
Well, Society Contracting has the basketball inbounding the ball. Pu'uleau.
Oh, nice fake. Oh, he's out of bounds.
Good floater. Put back attempt by Shepard, not good. Makanano gets the ball, comes down the floor, gets fouled. On the pass off, Well Strategy will inbound from underneath. 2-point ball game with 6:54 to go in the game. That is the 7th foul, so it'll be a bonus, 1-1.
Caleb.
First one is good, 89-86. Makanano comes up short on the second one. Well, it's a 3-pointer, the difference in the ball game right here. Pu'uleau. I don't know how he found the ball. He lost it. Five-point difference. Whoa, Shepard. Zion Shepard is working on the inside.
Boy, he is really a warrior, boy. Really. Plays very hard.
And though Sonny Glisson has done a nice job when he's defended Michael Makanano one-on-one.
Well, Sonny is pretty quick too.
Yeah.
So he matches up with him pretty well, and he's got decent size, and he looks like he has a very good body. So he looks like a strong little kid. So he's been somewhat successful. He can't keep missing free throws.
Well, they can if they can get the rebound. Society Contracting.
Oh, offensive foul.
Great job by Zion Shepard
Great job.
stepping in, taking the charge. And the one thing, timeout, I think, by Well Strategies, it's a 91-88 ball game. Good job by Zion Shepard stepping in, taking that charge. The one thing, Tony, you've got to make sure that you think this game through the last 5 minutes now. You can't just go out and play. You've got to think. You've got to make good mental decisions when you have the basketball.
Well, I think that's, like I said before, you have to have talent. But at the end of every game, especially a close game, you really have to have a coaching staff that really knows how to control the guys at the end of the game. I think that's one of the most important parts of basketball, controlling the last minutes of a basketball game that is extremely close.
Yeah.
That's where your coaching comes in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, in the summer league again, these guys don't have an opportunity to really work with people
No,
during the
absolutely
week.
not.
You're not having 5 days
No.
of practice and do situational game planning. So you've just got to believe in your players, and they believe in you, and if nothing else, listen to you for 1 or 2 plays.
Well, I think this is where the intelligence of the player comes in. You know, he just cannot be an up and down guy. He's got to get a little quick, little smarts in his head.
Pu'uleao,
Whoa, 91-90.
91-90.
Oh, traveling.
Well, 93-92. A little dogfight going on right now.
Red. Wow. Well, it looks like this game's going to come down whoever has the ball last.
Big time 3-point shot.
Another one.
If you want to take it, you better make sure you hit it. Well, 96-92, 4:13 to go in the ball game. 4:11. Pu'uleao has the ball.
The same move again.
Society Contractors calling a timeout. 3:43 to go in the ball game. A 4-point ball game. 96 for Wealth Strategies. 92 for Society Contracting. And at this point, it's going to be, you've got to make a stop if you're Society Contracting, and you've got to turn Wealth Strategies over. You can't just exchange basket for basket with them at this point in the ball game.
Well, this point of the ball game, it's really important that the defense step up here.
Yeah.
This is where it has to step up. This is where they have to, after giving up 19 points, each team giving up 90 points, the last couple minutes of the game is where they really have to clamp down. Now let's see whether they physically can do that and whether they're smart enough to be able to control the game at the end, because that's going to be very important, what kind of defense you're playing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's important now to really value each and every possession. And if you're Society Contracting, you've got to get a stop or two. And then when you get those stops, you want to make sure you convert that into something
Well,
positive.
do you think, Coach, that they have the ability to calm down with the 30 seconds and use it and score? Or do you think that they're going to just continue to up and down pace?
Well, I just think that both teams, you got to have one guy on the floor that kind of controls
the game.
and they don't have it. I mean,
No.
their guards are basically
Scorers.
guys who simply want to be shooters. Big possession. That's a big turnover
Big
right there.
turnover.
Huge turnover.
Another turnover.
Pu Leao will go to the free throw line, and the nice thing about this, as he was seeing P.J. Wood coming, strong foul, body contact, will get 2 free throws out of it, but the beauty for him, he gets to score the basket or the basketball with no time coming off the clock.
Now let's see whether they can knock these free throws down now. Atta boy.
First one he gets,
Good shooting.
96-93.
Leg out. This is going to be an ending. Yes.
96-94, 3:18 to go in the ball game.
3:15 remaining in the game. 1 point game.
Take your time.
Oh, big time 3, and he made it. It will be a potential 4-point play. Jimmy Miyasaka. Possible 4-point play.
Cal Poly Pomona. All right, Jimmy.
That is a huge jump shot.
And a huge
Makes
free
the free.
throw.
Hey, a
Oh,
4-point
they're up
play.
by 2.
Oh, big miss by Kobayashi at this point in time.
Missed that one.
Now you got to say, if you're smart enough to play this thing
Let's see
through.
if they can play the clock. Stop.
Pu Leao comes up with the big time make. If you're society contracting, you got to play smart. You got to make well strategy, play defense now. "15 seconds on the must shoot, 13. There's plenty of time.
Wow, what a crucial turnover that was. Big turnover.
Big turnover. Terrible situation.
Wow.
In the playoff, in the semis, number 1 seed.
Oh, big turnover by Will Strategy.
So the winner of this game plays the number 1 seed. Is that
The winner of this game plays the number 1
That's
seed.
you.
That's Electricians Hawaii. So it's 100-96 in favor of Society Contracting. And they've come back in the second half and been a little more under control in the last 3 to 5 minutes of this ball game. Guys have done a nice job. Sonny Gleason has done a real nice job defensively against Michael Macanano, and Zion Shepherd has been a beast.
Well, I'm going to remember Jimmy Miyasaka's shot because not only did he hit a nice jump shot,
He
hit
the free
hit
throw.
the free throw.
Yeah, 4-point
and
play.
Put him up by 1, and
Yep.
I think that was a crucial time of the
Yeah,
game.
Jimmy Miyasaka out of Cal Poly Pomona.
Cal Poly Pomona, Division III.
Well, there's still a lot of basketball to be played right now. 1 minute and 9 to go in this ball
Well, the
game.
way these guys run up and down the court, that is a lot
Yeah,
of time.
it's going to be, if you're well strategy, you've got to force the action now. You've got to do the job on the defensive end. And if you're society contracting, you want to make sure you get the ball into the right guy's hands and make them play and not try and just hold it.
That's it. Now you're smart. Take your time. Spread the floor. Spread the floor. Oh!
Not a smart foul. You
Not a smart
challenge.
foul.
You challenge, but you don't commit a foul.
And Macanano has not been shooting his free throws well. So let's see what he does on these three, because
Well,
that was a three-point shot.
Yeah.
3 shots.
Well, these are big time free throws right here.
Big time. Good on the first one. Oh, good on the second one. Good shooting. Excellent shooting.
Wow, you get an opportunity to get an inside play, a rebound, and you can't secure the rebound. Well, strategy now has the basketball.
32 seconds left, Coach. Do you go for the win? Do you go for the win? You go for the tie? You go for a quick shot? You go for a late shot? What do you do?
I go for the best shot I can get as soon as I can get it, because if we don't score, at least we can commit a foul, and make them have to hit free throws.
Well, I think if they do score the two, if they didn't score the two, then they're really in trouble. They really have to score at this point. And if on the other hand, Society doesn't come down and get fouled and go to the free throw line, something's wrong, because that's the whole strategy of the last 32 seconds has to be getting fouled.
Well, strategy has thrown a lob to P.J. Woods in the past. Not a good foul. Double bonus, 2 shots. These are big free throws. You can tie this thing up.
Well, we said in the beginning, whoever has the ball last has got a good shot at this. Oh! You're too short to miss.
No, you got to make this one, then you got to play defense.
No, he ain't.
Make this and then play defense.
See, now this is the problem. In this situation, you don't have time during the week to practice this
yeah, what you
situation.
want to do.
So now everything is just up for grabs because you have no coaching time to teach them what to do.
Well, you're almost.
And let's see if they know what to do.
I mean, there's a plus and minus to calling a timeout at that point in time. Yeah, right now, because society contracting called a timeout, and it's their ball to inbounds. Now, you want to set up what you want to do to get the ball in bounds, but
you don't want to give
them time to also set up a great defense. So now that puts a little pressure on when you after a made basket, you can run up and down the baseline. Now you have to stand.
Well, I think the red coaches told him to foul. So now it's going to be up to Green to make their free throws. Foul him. Foul him. See? Foul him.
Wow, you're gonna commit the foul. See, for me, I'm gonna try to give my defense a little time to see if I can force a turnover or a bad pass.
A little bit.
Yeah, a few minutes,
Yeah.
a few seconds before I commit the foul. 1-1.
Wow.
Pu'uleao.
Good free throw. This kid's an excellent free throw shooter.
These are big time free throws. 1+1.
Yeah.
And even if he makes 2, it'll only be a 3-point ball game. So, strategy still will have a chance to take this thing into overtime.
Well, I coached a kid, John Strickland, who he's passed away since then. He was a great player, and he was a horrible free throw shooter in the game.
But
when there was 2 minutes left, he made every single free throw.
Well, that's because he wanted it.
Because he said that's what's important, not the other guy. Ooh! Oh!
Don't commit a foul.
I did not see that, so I
They
can't
called
say.
a tip.
Did you see that?
I didn't see a
I
tip
didn't see
either.
it. Oh, these guys didn't see it either, huh? They're not saying anything.
Well,
They're protecting the guy's ass, but
yeah. A big call. 101 for Society Contracting, 99 for Wealth Strategies. 19.9 seconds to go in the ball game. $15, $14.
three.
2 shots. Double bonus.
Yeah, he wasn't foul. He wasn't in the act of shooting.
Big free throws right here. Makes the first. Wow, misses and free throws. Zion
Well, he's
Shepherd.
been struggling at the line the entire night.
Yeah.
I think he's maybe a 55% free throw shooter for tonight.
Zion Shepherd
very
will
well.
go to the line now. These are big free throws for Shepherd. And you got to work your players right now. They've got to understand the situation. It's a double bonus, and Shepherd will get 2 shots. But even again, with the 2 made free throws, it will be
Still a
only a
3.
3-point ball game. So you still have
a
to be
chance to win.
aware of where guys are defensively and not give them a 3-point
And
shot.
Macanano, he shoots a 3 better than he
Well,
does
and
free
you got
throws.
Kobayashi out there as well.
Kobayashi too, yeah.
So do you commit a foul and give them 2?
That's always been interesting.
I say it with less than so many seconds.
I've never, when everybody's asked me that question, I always say, I'll give you the answer when I'm in that
Yeah, it's a
situation.
tough one.
Not now.
This is a big free throw, make or miss.
Big.
You've got to make a decision what you
Big,
do at this point.
big. No foul.
And it's going to be a win for Society Contracting.
Technical. That's a 2-shot foul, and they get the ball back. Intentional foul, huh?
Well, Coach, I have a prior commitment. It's been fun working with you. I'm going to turn my chair over to Gary Dickman.
So with 1
with
second.
1 second, I think I can call this one. I'm going to turn it over to Gary Dickman. Gary Dickman will take care of things from this point on.
Well, the pleasure's been all mine, and good luck, Coach. I'll be at your game.
I
Don't
will be
worry about
playing. We'll
that.
be playing against Society Contracting on Saturday night.
Well, I'll be there. Good luck.
I hope I have a team. I don't know who's going to show up.
That's always the fun about Summer League. 2.
Two, Class A technical. 2 shots and possession of the ball. 1.4 remaining, 4-point lead.
Did I miss anything? Well, just FYI, this is Gary Dickman taking over for Artie Wilson, and that is the end of the first quarterfinal of this year's Collegiate Summer League. Exciting game, 104-100. And for Welch Strategy Partners, Tony, they had a couple of chances to tie it at the end. Couldn't hit the free throw and turned the ball over with about 10 seconds left.
Well, I think I was telling Artie, they had a chance at the end of the game if they made their free throws. I think this is a great lesson for all youngsters, high school players, college players. You have to make your free throws. And don't let anybody ever change that saying. When every coach says the same thing. You gotta make your free throws. Don't miss your free throws. And I think this game was a good example of having to do that, because I think the outcome might have been different if they had made all their free throws.
It was a good competitive game for a quarterfinal game, and I always say that I think free throws are kind of forgotten about in the beginning of a game where they shouldn't be. A missed free throw in the first half, first quarter can make a difference at the end. Unfortunately for Welch Strategy, it made a difference at the end, but a great game right down to the wire. It's what you want in one of these college playoff games at the Manoa Rec Center. We got another quarterfinal game coming up, and the winner of the first game will advance, as Society Contracting will advance to the semifinal on Saturday. That is 6 and 7:30. We'll have the games here on Olelo TV, and in about 9 minutes, we will have the second quarterfinal of tonight's game. Mechanical Enterprises, coached by Alan Silva, against National Fire Protection with Gilbert Hicks. Gilbert Hicks has either been playing or coaching him this year forever, since it ever started. Alan Silva, I know, has won a couple of championships in this league as a coach, and might be a lot of familiar names for Mechanical Enterprises. Jeremy Robinson, who the owner of the Hawaii Switch, a lot of his players from the Switch are on his team tonight in this quarterfinal game. I think we're in for a terrific game coming up.
Yeah, we are. There's a lot of young kids. Caleb Gilmore's here, and P. Mims is here. Very good players. And so I think both sides have some talent. It'll be a pretty interesting game. I think last game the talent was so even that even before the game started, I was telling Artie, this game is going to be whoever gets the ball last. Now I don't know how this game is, because as I told him, I haven't seen many games this summer, maybe 5 or 6, but I'm sure that when it comes down to playoff, I don't care at what level. I don't care if it's little league, midget league, college, pros, it doesn't matter. It's always very exciting, and guys play extremely hard on both sides. So I'm looking forward to a very good game.